Hi everyone, I am Narendra, PhD Physical Science from Hilarity. Let us see today's Kirchhoff's laws. These Kirchhoff's laws are nothing but they generally based on DC current, that is nothing but direct circuit current, nothing but direct current. Let us see out of the two laws, first law junction law and second one is loop law. What is junction law? Let us consider here one junction is there. The point where you can observe that different electric wires are present and they are meeting at this point. This point is nothing but called as junction. Now you can observe see, that through all the wires there is some amount of current that is passing through it. For example, through this wire I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6. But you can observe that the direction of the charges, that is the direction of the flow of the current is not same. Now let us see how many currents are entering into the circuit and how many are going away from the junction point. I1 is the current passing into the junction. I2 is passing into the junction. I3 is moving away. I4 is moving into the junction. I5 is moving away. I6 is moving away. If you can see here in the loop law, you can observe that at a junction there will be no accumulation of charges. That is, the amount of charges that are entering into the junction will surely leave the junction. That's why we can say that here. Now let us understand what are the currents like entering and leaving. You can see the current entering into the junction are taken as positive, I1 plus I2 and I4. The amount of electrons that are leaving, I3, I5 and I6. So you can observe that the amount of electric current, when you add I1, I2 and I4, the sum will be equal to amount of electric current leaving. So this says from the loop law that the amount of electric current entering the junction will be always equal to amount of electric current leaving the junction, and there will be no accumulation of charges at the junction point. And you can see that here clearly it obeys law of conservation of charge. Now let us go to the next one, which is nothing but loop law. What does the loop law says? The loop law says that the potential difference, when you consider a loop, you can see the example here. This is nothing but example of a loop. In a loop, the value of potential difference may sometime increase, may sometime decrease, but you observe that the total difference in the potential difference will be always equal to 0. So depending on the value of resistances, depending on the value of battery, the value of potential difference may change, but ultimately you can observe that the change will be equal to 0. Now here in loop law we have to follow some sign conventions. Let us see what are those sign conventions. In a loop, when we are moving from left to right or right to left, we can decide any one direction. Let us consider if I am moving in a loop A, B, C, D, E, A. In a loop, if I am moving from A to B to C, C to D, D to E, E to A, this is one way. Or otherwise from A to E, E to D, D to C, C to B and B to A. In that way we can move from left to right or right to left from one fixed point. Same way, in that way, now let us see what are the sign conventions we can see. Let us consider same in a loop when you come across. If you are moving in a direction that is from positive terminal to negative terminal, EMF, electromotive force, must be taken as negative. Here, whenever we are moving from negative terminal to positive terminal, the EMF value must be taken as positive. Let us see the case of potential difference. For example, current is moving along the resistance like this. If we are also moving along the value of resistance, the value of potential difference is negative. Let us consider in this case, if electric current is moving in this direction and we are moving in opposite direction, then the value of potential difference is positive. To understand all these things, let us take one example to understand. In this example, let us consider one loop. Here we are going to calculate what is the resultant potential difference. That can be calculated like this. So consider a loop A, B, C, D, E, A. From where it will start, you have to end at the same point. Now let us see what is potential difference at the battery. And this is the battery, so potential difference is V1. As we are moving from negative to positive terminal, it must be taken as positive value. Now at the battery, depending on the value of the circuit, it can be taken positive or negative depending on our direction. Let us consider potential difference at battery minus V1. Now potential difference at resistances are, at resistance you can see IR1, that is nothing but V is equal to IR by using Ohm's law, IR1 and IR2. Now you can see total potential difference is nothing but minus V1 plus IR1 plus IR2, which is nothing but equal to 0. From this we can say that even though value of potential difference at some places is increasing or decreasing, but total potential difference is always equal to 0. So So in the next video, we will continue about the electric power. Thank you.